You are watching TFI.
Greetings, salutations, welcome to an idiot in the middle of a VR session. As I'm going through my first impressions, I'm kind of an hour and a half maybe into using this thing. It's the time that I would be spending getting used to it, familiar with it, towards putting out a review in a week or two's time, getting to know all the issues with it, get familiar, just experience all the good points and the bad points before being able to put out a review. And I'm coming across some serious issues with this thing now, forgetting the majority of them. I can probably learn to live with them, work around some of them. For example, the headphones. These don't clip onto your ear unless you literally force them into your ear holes. Even then, they just about click on. They're not a good fit. The headband's very, very difficult to get a good fit as well. They're finding the sweet spot in the headset's difficult. The headband's not uncomfortable, but it's very awkward to get the right position. The headset sort of flips up at the front and the bottom lifts up and you get daylight through it. I'm getting a rash on my forehead from the strange material that's being used on the headband, and I don't have any skin conditions. I'm not allergic to anything whatsoever, yet this thing's giving me a rash. All that aside, controller drift is absolutely deal breaking, and I'd be inclined to call it first day, sort of day one issues, but this thing's been under development for a long time. It's not their first rodeo either, and it's been patched already with a firmware update. So I'm not inclined to give them much slack here for a £650 unit. So I'm going to jump into VR now, and I'm going to show you tilt brush, because I can very easily, clearly demonstrate this unusable, completely deal-breaking controller drift. And honestly, mate, if I wasn't working towards a product review, this would be going into the box and sent back to HTC for a refund, because this is unusable. So the controllers are both out of my view at the moment. I'm going to move them in front of my face, and you'll be able to see the left controller there was all over the shop. It just kind of went, where am I? Where am I? All right, there I am. But the controllers, it's, I think, well documented at this point that they attract based off of these light bands here, which is a huge error, because watch this, right? Everything's fine, right? I'm painting left and right, perfect smooth lines, not a problem, mate, not a problem. Now, if I move my forearm in front of my face, sort of like here, to look at this cube, and now I paint, and my controller goes underneath my left forearm, it's completely lost tracking. It's disconnected. My right hand's moving, but the controller is not. It's yeah. Come on. I try to be fair with developers and companies. I know they've got a hard job, but I cannot believe for a second that wasn't picked up during the testing phases. This should not be the way that is. That's absolutely terrible. So any kind of just blindsiding of the tracking lights on the controllers, and they go, that's it, they're lost. That's bad, mate. That's really bad. And I know it can be patched out. I think the Oculus Rift S touch controllers had some kind of predictive algorithm, so they knew where they were going to be if they went out of sight. But come on, mate, this has been under development for a long time. It doesn't. I'm no different to a developer. You know, they should have found this. Anyway, so let's move it just slightly out of my field of view, right? So it's currently in my field of view. Now it's out of my field of view. It should still be in sight of the right-hand side camera. So I'm going to pull the trigger and move it in a perfect arc. Perfect arc from right to left. It's still in sight of the left camera on the headset. But yeah, it broke tracking here. And then, yeah, when it got to here, it was completely knackered. That was it. I think my hand actually moved around here, and then it just stopped tracking, just stopped registering anything by that point. And my left hand, I don't know if you can see that on screen there, but my left hand was kind of all over the place, bouncing around. So let's do that again. So we're going to start down. Wow. Okay. This is awful, mate. This is terrible. It's unacceptable is what it is, mate. It's just not on. So let's start at the bottom. So I'm going to look up. The controller should be in sight of the down-firing camera tracker on the headset. Pull the trigger, and we're going to go in a perfect arc. bottom all the way up to the top. Absolute perfect arc. Yeah, no idea what's going on here. It broke tracking there, drifted out, sort of stuttered a little bit, and then maintained it going all the way up here, and then it broke it here as I let go of the trigger. Broke tracking there. It's I don't know how it can be this bad. It says start at the top, pull the trigger, perfect arc. Wow. That's in sight of multiple tracking cameras. What the hell's happening? What the hell is happening? I don't think I need to do any more than that. I think it's pretty clear. It's just absolutely balked. And the trackers feel really laggy as well. Like the controllers don't feel like you're looking at them through a 90 Hz panel. They're just, there's something odd about them. After using the Rift S and the original Vive, these don't feel anywhere near the same. But yeah, I mean, you're playing a bow and arrow game. I'll move my hand back and then forwards, so it's just sort of like a pump action sort of movement. So you're doing a bow and arrow game. What the hell? Yeah, you can see that there. It's just completely disconnected. So I guess, I mean, that's probably about enough. I guess you could say, well, mate, maybe the room's too dark. I've had messages in this headset to say that my environment's too dark, like just before I fired up this video. I know, I tell you, mate, I've got 4 extremely bright LEDs on the ceiling there, and I'm lit by an LED studio light. Rooms don't get any brighter than this. This is it for brightness. I mean, that's literally blinding me. It is seriously bright, and that's firing straight at the controllers. So yeah, this is an unusable product as it is today, really. Which, you know, it seems the normal these days to blame things on day one, and it's fine for everything to be broken on day one. It's really not. That's not a good mentality to have. It's been in development for a long time. They're taking real money off real people. It's not okay for things to be broken on day one. Especially not that broken. So yeah, still working towards the review. If you want to see that, if you want to see the full review of this thing, I would suspect there'll be several patches and updates over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take my time. You don't want to be doing a review and then the day after it's out of date. All right, thanks a lot. See you next one. Toodles.